Well, I'm kind of eager to bring Spencer out because there's also a new segment I'd like to do with him. You think that would be okay to bring him out this early?
It's never too early to bring Spencer out.
All right, Spencer Crittenden, everyone.
Who's phone?
Spencer, don't mix up those purses.
Hey, what?
Don't mix up those purses.
I'll fucking kill you, man.
Don't mix them up.
What's
Two purses.
Hey, are you live shrobbing right now?
What is that?
You're
Can I just be topped off with ice, Sarah? I don't actually need more vodka, or maybe a little bit more.
Spencer, have you met Sarah?
Yeah. I met it on the way up.
Yeah.
And the way down.
You don't really drink, though, do you, Spencer?
Nope.
Would you like a drink while we have Sarah?
No. I'll go bad. I'll just spoil immediately.
Spencer, I brought you up early because you mentioned something in the green room, and I was like, okay, stop. Save it for the stage. To catch us up, stop me if I start to become insensitive about this. Since
that's an option? Did you hear about this? I haven't been on the show in a while.
Yes. We would have no...
Stop him if he becomes insensitive. Man, G.I. Jeff would have been a different story.
Stop me if I talk too much.
Since you've joined our family, Spencer, your parents have they've broken up.
Yeah,
they were kind of as we've discussed it in the past. Like you kind of felt like maybe you were the glue that was holding them together.
Yeah, I've long theorized that.
And then you moved out. We've watched Spencer grow up from a young waif. An urchin in the back of the Apple Store. He's now a producer and I think a hanger about in the writers' room and well, you
also an unlicensed bartender.
Yeah, constantly getting me drinks. Yeah, I mean but you moved out of your parents' house and then they immediately went their separate ways.
It was pretty immediate.
And the last time we saw your dad, he was bounding up from the audience, and he was like, "Hey, it's me, Spencer's dad." And
Spencer has testicles.
So the thing is, now your parents have gone their separate ways, and this is not unfamiliar to me. When I was like 10, my parents had a little separation year.
Yeah,
but you're much older than that, and this seems more permanent than theirs. Much like my parents, they've kind of like, now you're watching your parents kind of like do their own thing.
Yeah. And
your dad has gone to Central America?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in Colombia right now.
And so I said that to Erin, and she was like, is he going to be okay? It's like the kidnapping capital of the world. Like, sorry if you're a Colombian Harmontown fan. We don't.
Also, don't get kidnapped.
It's safer there now.
Okay, thank you. We got a Colombian update.
Yeah.
So your dad, and now you told me in the green room, you said your dad is sending you updates, like newsletters.
And man, he sends these emails, and it started out just like, hey Spencer, just wanted to let you know I got off the plane okay. My phone exploded, but then it was fine again. Or like, whatever. I stubbed my foot. Do you stub a foot? I don't know. But he would just send me little things, but then it turned into this like Christmas style newsletter that would just happen, and the email, like the list of recipients got longer and longer, and there's people that I'm pretty sure are just my little brother's friends that like received this newsletter, and it's pretty weird.
Is it just called like Mike's Missives?
They're all cleverly titled individually, like.
But there's no title for the actual thing. Like he hasn't.
No, each of them is like its own beautiful vignette, if you think about it that way.
Example.
He had an email that was like, I fell asleep getting a haircut. Never fall asleep in Colombia. How about never fall asleep getting a fucking haircut? That's an insane person thing to do.
I fall asleep getting haircuts all the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You have a lot of faith in your. I was going to say your opponent. Your bartenders.
Bartender.
Your bartender. What do you call it? A barber?
A stylist?
A salonist.
I don't call him a bartender.
I call him a bartender. Maybe this is my problem. No, but your barber, you don't count. Man, your neck's gonna be moving all around. You don't fall asleep stock still.
Last time, the haircut you're currently looking at, I was fast asleep during. And apparently my neck was not flopping around, or maybe it was. That's why it looks like this.
Maybe you just got an iron neck or something. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what the ladies say.
I have a general rule. I never travel anywhere where one of the rules is don't fall asleep.
Well, I don't know if the rule is actually don't.
I think
fall
the
asleep.
only places that's applicable in pop culture are the asylum where Freddy Krueger survivors live.
Is he in like Medellin or Bogota, or what's he doing?
I think he's closer to Bogota. He was.
Is he on a vision quest? Is he doing ayahuasca?
I mean, I
what the hell's
wish
going
that'd
on?
be so respectable. He's trying to get by. It's cheaper to live there. He's teaching English and stuff.
Oh, so he's gone there not just for kicks. He's gone there to make his way in the world.
Yeah. He wants to eventually get a job in one of those TV companies out there, stationed out there. He used to work in TV.
That's admirable. That's very cool.
It's certainly interesting.
What's your mom doing?
She's
Burn.
She's. This is the perfect. I want to get a T-shirt like a Rob Schraub, like a Schraubing T-shirt that says, "What is this T-shirt?" or "What T-shirt is this?" And then on the back it says like, "Who is Rob Schraub?" or something.
Remember when Rob used his own technique to promote the found crap thing? He said, "When is this thing I'm promoting to the thing?" All right. Anyways, I was gonna say you've become Rip Taylor. But before we move on to your mom,
yeah.
He's pantomiming confetti, but it's better with confetti. You can't just. You can't.
Before you answer about your mom, I want to ask about your dad.
Are you trying to get off her mom?
Yes.
I thought of that earlier. I didn't get an opportunity to say.
Do you think your dad probably? I would guess he probably, not to flatter us, but he probably is listening. Don't you think?
Maybe. I mean, you never know.
Because what else is he doing down there?
I really
fighting
don't want to flatter
scorpions.
him, though. Yeah, I mean, well, he's always having adventures. It's kind of amazing.
Spencer, do you want to fire off? Assuming he's listening, which he most certainly is. Do you want to fire off a missive to him right now?
I don't know who you're sending all these how many people you're sending these emails to, but it's kind of ridiculous.
It's all right.
That was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is how our communications go. They're very matter of fact.
All right.
All right. Ring in your recipient list. It's offensive to all the people that you are sending it to. It starts to make them feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I have to scroll past it all to get to the.
I'm on the list for certain people. That's an LA thing. A lot of times it's like an actor will just send out a newsletter that's like Steve's Daily Gazette or monthly Gazette.
Yeah,
it's it's been a weird month for Steve. I found a lot of solace in the documentary Chocolate Man. It's the story of a thing, and he'll just talk about what he's been watching, and it's addressed to. And I want to say to Steve, have the balls to tell your grandma you love her. Don't send her a fucking newspaper, because she's the only one who gives a shit about any of this, and you're treating her like a fucking plebe.
True.
Just email your grandma and say, I love you. Thank you for taking an interest in my shit.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, Steve's, what? What is this?
Yeah.
He had an audition for The Shield? What the fuck is he talking? What do
Dan,
that's canceled.
Have you seen... Have you seen Chocolate Man?
So true.
I've seen it. I'm assuming you've seen Chocolate
It's
Man.
riveting.
Yeah.
The guy can't keep. The sad thing is that he can't keep a pet dog. He loves dogs, but his livelihood is chocolate, and they just keep dying on him.
Wait. Why can't Chocolate Man have a dog?
Chocolate is poisonous to dogs. But only really dark chocolate. But Chocolate Man deals in dark chocolate. and he loves dogs, but no one will pay him to love dogs. So it becomes, as the New York Times said, it becomes an unwitting expose of dog culture. What starts as a chaka journey, dumb, stupid. That's not a play on words. It's not a play on words.
The New York Times is not what it used to be.
Yeah, no. It's just a blog now. Remember that guy that reviewed the podcast? He's like, Aaron's got a poo cast. Kumail Nanjiani is doing great. Jim Davis is funny as always. That's the New York Times. It's really weird. And Salon will just do an article about Schraub.
I know.
Clearly, they're running on vapors out there.
A couple other websites too.
Oh yeah, does the story have legs?
Did it catch fire? Did it make it to TMZ?
What's that? I sent you another article.
No,
I texted you.
Wasn't that just most of the time when you text me something, I'll click on it. It's just a dude with 2 dicks in his mouth.
Only 2 dicks?
Yeah, like
Schraub's not what he used to be.
I was a 3-dick guy back in the day.
But
so lazy. Now do the work.
But so I didn't. By the way, I didn't retweet the Salon article. I'm very very proud of you, but I'm really conflicted about it. I boycott Salon because of that weird. I don't know. They did a weird hatchet job on Patton Oswalt, and I don't think that kind of stuff should be rewarded. It was like that weird. It was just I'm just like I'm not clicking on this.
What was the tweet that he did that got their dander up?
Who knows? Whatever it was ironic. You don't get more progressive and not racist than Patton Oswalt. He doesn't give a fuck about. He's a comedian. He's been making people laugh for a really long time. And
Patton, as far as I know, is one of the most flagrant bigots I've ever met in my life.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'll get my dander up, and then my dander.
Don't do
will be
that.
Up.
Keep that dander down, man.
I prefer it to be dripping into my coffee, my cup.